Well, this weekend is going to be one action-packed full of sports. The Springboks will face off against their toughest task in the Rugby Championship this weekend as they take on the All Blacks in New Zealand tomorrow, while over in England, the London derby is set to take centre stage in the Premier League as Arsenal travel to champions Chelsea on Sunday. Now, with his expert analysis on how these matches will turn out this weekend, sports journalist Juan Karstel joins us this morning. As always, a pleasure to have you here, man.
It's great to be here, Ken.
And a weekend of great anticipation. Let's start off first with the Rugby Championship. Our boys have been looking good so far, but like I said, the toughest task coming up.
Absolutely. I think Springboks won 5 on the bounce. You know, they drew against Australia. They probably should have won that game, but I think they kind of like got away there. And I think against the All Blacks is really going to be the acid test of where we really are so far this season. You know, in terms of selections, I think JL Dupree coming into the team, I think is a really, really good thing. I think he's going to add a lot of like muscle to the squad, which I really think we need against the All Blacks, particularly with their massive loose forwards. Yeah.
Talk about that 23-23 draw against Australia. Do you think that'll be playing in the back of our minds, a lost opportunity that could have helped us build confidence, especially going up against a team like the All Blacks that seem undefeatable?
Absolutely. I think that if you're going to beat the All Blacks, you need to have confidence, a lot of confidence, and I think that is going to be hurting us and might restrict our ability to get one over them on Saturday. Yeah,
talking about the fact that we've played each other 45 times in the Rugby Championship, 33 wins for New Zealand, 12 wins for South Africa. How do you use that mental aspect of the game to kind of motivate yourself to say, well, one more. We've got this massive gulf to close. Let's just one more, boys, one more.
Well, I think South Africa and New Zealand still have a lot of respect for each other, even though, you know, the stats actually don't really paint a really great picture for us. But I think that New Zealand still respect us a lot, and that kind of like allows us into the game a little bit. So I think, you know, whenever we play the All Blacks, it's always the biggest events on our sporting calendar. So we'll be up for the game, definitely.
Yeah, that'll be the big one for the weekend. And also then Australia taking on Argentina.
Yeah. So I think that should actually be quite a close game now that I think about it. I think that Australia should beat them though. You know, Argentina, they've been the rugby champs for a couple of years now, but they're not really progressing as fast as I'd like them to.
Yeah, there you have it. Those are the starting times. And of course, with Australia and Argentina holding records there. 8 wins for Australia, 1 for Argentina in all their 9 matches passed in the Rugby Championship. Let's talk English Premier League. A big London derby coming up on Sunday. Arsenal versus Chelsea, the champions, of course. Arsenal still have a lot to prove to their fans that are still screaming, Wenger out, Wenger out. Hopefully Alexander Lacazette might come good. He's been looking like he's had a good opening season.
Yeah, definitely he has. I think, you know, what's really interesting about this game, it's kind of like shaping up to be 2 teams in very contrasting positions at the moment. You know, Chelsea started out the season with people, when they lost to Burnley, people were like, oh no, you know, this might not be Chelsea's year, and now they suddenly won 3 on the bounce, so I think that they're looking good. Whereas Arsenal, you know, like you said, a team in a bit of a crisis at the moment with Wenger not really deserving his spot, that's what the fans say anyways, and, you know, picking some new player or like buying some new players and then benching them, that's not ideal either.
Yeah, absolutely, but hopefully the manager will do good to the fans. Also in other matches, Liverpool taking on Burnley, of course, for them the week past in the Europa League. That draw wasn't too good. I want to focus on this particular match, Manchester United versus Everton. Rooney coming back to Old Trafford, but man, the past 3 games have been shocking for them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really, really interesting result, and I think, you know, Rooney coming back is a really, really exciting prospect. I really can't wait to see how that unfolds, but I think that should definitely be an easy win for Manchester United, in my opinion.
Yeah. Brother man, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and to all the sports fans out there, have a good weekend full of sports. We'll bring you all the results on Monday.